Don. Alright, Assalamualaikum Warahmatullahi Wabarakatuh. My name is Shannon Putri and my friend is Linda Auliana Sutia. In here, we want to show up our debate. It's like weapons, nuclear weapons. Alright, in here. What do you think about your nuclear weapons, Linda? Can you give me some arrow?
Okay. I think I agree with that motion that this house believes that all states have right to nuclear weapons. I agree with that motion. How about you?
Well, I think I disagree because, as we all know about that, nuclear weapons can be used to justify themselves as a weapon of peace or an effective instrument of peace. Nuclear weapons were also used to stop World War II, but are still believed to be the key to world peace, where they were last used in 1945. The claim that nuclear weapons success in the stopping World War II is based on the post-war arguments of the American government, United States or USA, that Japan would not surrender immediately if nuclear weapons were not used, and that defeating Japan through invasion would bring more casualties. What do you think about that?
And if I think why I agree with that motion, because with this extent of nuclear weapons, it can help the country maintain peace. Since winning in World War Two, one and two, I'm sorry, one and two, many Western countries have tried to establish peace. And how about your um, argument? No argument about your evidence with this motion.
Okay, my reasons about the nuclear weapons is it's about the use of nuclear weapons has far-reaching consequences that affect not only the countries involved, they're not the countries, so human people, like every creatures that have to. So, but the entire world, humanity faces an essential threat from weapons. Nuclear power was and has a significant impact on humans. One of them is a source of energy for the generation of electricity. Furthermore, nuclear has a negative impact on humans due to nuclear radiation exposure. If the human body is exposed to large amounts of nuclear radiations, it will experience acute radiation syndrome or radiation poisoning within a short period of time, which can be fatal to humans. It's super fatal, and many humans will sick or die, I think. So, some of the effects of nuclear radiations on the body are follows: red skin, lung inflammations, reproductive organ damage, digestive system disorders, and bone marrow disorders are all possibilities. And what do you think about your evidence? There are, I think, have evidence in nuclear weapons, isn't it?
Okay, my evidence for this motion, like you say, the United States became a country that enjoyed this luxury in 1945. The United States told the world that they had atomic bombs detonated on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan. That, like you say before that, yes. Okay, and now, what your link back for this motion?
Well, my link back is it about not my link back is before link back. I have evidence
Okay.
for this. But its nuclear weapons are thought to have the defense capabilities, that is, the ability to prevent a country from carrying out an attack due to fears that the opponent will retaliate. You can take the Hiroshima Nagasaki. That's about our nuclear weapons, isn't it? But a leading international relations scientist in the United States is one of the leaders who believes strongly in the role of nuclear weapons in reducing the likelihood of war. The fact that nuclear weapons were never used after being dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki does not mean that the desire to use them vanished. In the 50 years since 1954, there have been 19 incidents that have raised the specter of nuclear war. And my link back is about our nuclear weapons is as a result, even though nuclear weapons play an important role in maintaining peace during World War II, the impact of nuclear weapons is still visible today as a result of the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, as well as nuclear weapons tests. And as a result, the Japanese government decided to commemorate this heinous event by establishing a museum where visitors can see firsthand how the effect of radiation affect the people at the time and how it was like poisons that pollute their environment. And how about you about this?
And being back for me, I think because I agree with this motion, so I think it is clear that motion all states have a right to nuclear weapons. That I say before of my reason, because this nuclear it can help the country maintain peace. So that I agree with this motion. Uh, this house believes that all states have a right to nuclear weapons. I think it's enough for me.
Well done. If you all agree about these nuclear weapons, and I don't disagree because it's so very make many people was it's like and die. I think and many symptoms and everything, but it's the happy consequence and effect. So I think in my groups, Corey and I am Shalaini, just thinking about our attentions reason, evidence, and link back some error to company and like that. Thank you very much about my debate.
Okay. Uh, I think it's enough our debate for today. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.